All right. So I got quite the story for all of you guys. Pretty eventful night last night and this morning where all of this worked itself out. And I just realized I told Gabrielle she was going to need to join since this story would needs double verification, obviously. Hey, I'm live now. When do you want to come up? Why don't you come in like 10 minutes or 5 minutes? All right, bye. Anyway, so yeah. So let's just jump right into this story. I'm watching the UFC. I'm actually it doesn't matter. I got this timer now so you guys can match your timers if you want to, but I'm going to focus on the story so I don't get sidetracked initially, and then I'll put that up there. So, yeah. So was a victim of a robbery last night, which how's the right way to put this? I put halfway right since then. Half of it is solved. The other half will be forthcoming. So last night, Gabrielle and I and the kids, we go to dinner in this town right next to where we live. You know, really, really nice area. Like, this is not a high crime area at all. It's an extremely, extremely low crime area. And so we pull up. It's a place where there's 1, 2, 3, 4 restaurants in this little area. They've got this thing where they have bands and all this shit going on. So we go there a lot on the weekends. And we pull up to the valet, and there's a line of 3 or 4 cars that were waiting. The valet was super, super crowded, right? So the dude who's running the valet comes up, and it's how it always is, right? The guy's all, "Oh, hey guys, here's your ticket." And I was like, "Cool, man. What do you want me to do with the keys?" He's like, just put them in the cup holder. So that's exactly what I do. So we hang out, watch some music, then we go to dinner. Oh man, this is a banger of a fight though. Jesus. Oh. So we go to dinner. And we're there for probably around overall 90 minutes, something like that. So we go back to the valet, and I give the guy my ticket. They go and they start looking through the stuff, and one of the guys is looking through it, and they're going whatever, and I'm sitting here did you? Oh, bad, dude. That was so bad. Anyway, so we go back. They're fumbling around looking for our keys, and I'm sitting here what kind of what are these guys doing? And they're looking, and they're looking for a fair amount of time. And the guy, the one who had taken our ticket, who had been there this whole time, is he's like, "Dude, I saw your car drive away. I thought you guys left." And I was like, "You thought we left?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Because I thought it was so crowded that you guys had come back and got in your car and took off." He's like, I'm pretty sure, man. If you let's go check. Let's go see, in the valet parking lot, just see if it's there. Do you have another key? And I'm like, "Yeah, I got another key." So we go look at the valet. I'm hitting my thing. It's not there. It's I'm like, "So I gave you my car and someone stole my fucking car?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I don't know. This is never happened before." And I'm like, "All right, well, I could tell you who's not gonna pay for this is me." And so bottom line is I start going through the process of getting their insurance and all this shit. And we report it to the cops because obviously you have to do that for the insurance or whatever. And the cops are like, "So, what, anything notable in the car?" I'm like, "Yeah, fucking fully loaded 40 caliber, Springfield XD. So whoever has it is armed for sure. Just FYI." And then I started thinking about whether I was going to let this shit slide, because I've told you guys a million times, like, I have resources, like I can make phone calls and make things happen. And initially it was kind of like, maybe we'll just let this insurance shit happen. Like maybe we'll just run through. Gabby and I were even run through like like running through the financials of whether we were going to come out ahead on this thing, getting the car basically totaled, et cetera, and all that. And we kind of were like, all right, let's just let the insurance thing happen. And then, it just kind of didn't sit right with me, like it started festering where I was like, am I going to let someone fucking snake my car? Now, it wasn't personal. It was a valet line, but I just decided we couldn't let it slide. So I, leveraged the resources I had at my disposal and found the car, knew exactly where it was. Exactly. So last night I was like, should I go get this fucking car? Or, so it was like, at first it was like, should we let this happen? Or should you like actually make effort to like, whatever. And I was like, let's just let this thing play out. Then I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can let this slide. So I, found the car. So then it was like, am I going to go get super locked and loaded to go get, because once we had the location, right? My first call was to the cops. So I was like, look, dude, I know exactly where the car is. And it was in Austin, right? They got stolen in a town up near us. It was in Austin. And the cop's like, look, dude, I'm going to be straight with you. By the way, this is just another example of incredible, cities run by certain types of politicians. He's like, I'm just going to be straight with you, dude. The Austin PD is not going to send a car there. I'm like, the Austin PD is not going to send a car to the exact location where my recently stolen car is. He's like, they won't, dude. It's a non-emergency and it's non-violent. And I'm like, so what would you suggest that I do? He's like, I mean, the police answer I'm going to give you is just let insurance take care of it. I'm like, well, you're a cop. I'm sure you can get a pretty good read on the capability of a person that you're talking to. What should I do? And he's like, well, I mean, if it was me, I would probably go down there. And I was like, yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen. But it was late and I'm like, I'm just going to go to sleep, dude. So, well, not go to sleep, but I had a better offer at home. Like I had a better, like my next 3 hours were going to be much more fun at home versus going and trying to get this car. So literally fucking very first thing in the morning, I wake up and the first thing I'm like, now I have no, there's no, I'm not letting these fucking guys have my car. Just like as soon as I woke up, I was like, yep, I don't give a shit how the insurance would play out. I'm not letting these guys just fucking steal my car, my guns, my whatever, you know what I mean? So Giselle had a jiu-jitsu tournament this morning that started at I think her first fight was at 9:45. And I woke up and GPSed exactly where the car was versus Giselle's jiu-jitsu tournament. And I was literally looking at that when Gabrielle woke up 5 minutes later. I've always told you guys, Gabrielle's a fucking gangster people would never see her coming because she's so nice and she doesn't like value being tough or anything like that. But we've always been very same-minded when it comes to this shit. She woke up and the first thing she said is she's like, let's go get your car. I was like, yeah. Or at the very least, let's go down there and see what it looks like before Giselle's tournament. So we go. So I loaded up like I was going to fucking Gaza Strip, dude. Like no joke. I'll be totally straight with you exactly what I had on me. So I had an AR with a million high capacity magazines. I had a Shadow Systems. A Shadow Systems was basically a Glock 19. I had a 21 round clip in the gun with another 30 round one there, and then like a bunch of whatevers. I had a Glock 43 on my waist, and I had a 22 Ruger LCP that I gave to Gabrielle. I have no idea what I thought I was going to do with all these. Actually, that's not true. I knew exactly what I was going to do with them. I wanted options because I wasn't sure what the situation we were walking into was. I didn't intend on using any of them, but I wanted them in case it's like, okay, so I know they have I know they're armed. And the reason I brought the AR was because I figured, so it was actually at it was at a hotel is where it was. It was at, not a, a hotel. It was at an extended stay, like a place where fucking meth heads and crack fiends, and prostitutes spend their time. It was like a 1.5 or 2-star hotel, shithole. So I figured there's certainly a scenario where if I could see people, then I'll walk in, like I was never going to have Gabrielle and the kids ever get actually near it. I was going to drive by it. If I could spot it, I was going to have her drop me off in an area, which is exactly what we did. But like, if it looks like there's people who might put eyes on me approaching the car, then maybe I'll walk with the AR so it's visible, and so they know it's like, oh, you got, I know what you got out of my car, and you don't want to go fucking heads up with that. So maybe just the sight of it, they just don't confront me. I figure they wouldn't confront me anyway. And then the shadow systems, which is a Glock 19 high capacity, is just in my pocket where it's like, if I don't see anybody and then they actually take a run at me, I like where I'm at with that. So that's exactly what I did. I put that one in my pocket, like, my sweatshirt pocket. We drove by. I said the second, like literally right when we came up to the hotel, I'm like way in the corner. I'm like, there it is. I was like, it's right there. And so I had her like, so the hotel is facing this way. So like at an extended stay, all of the, like all the doors to get in and out of the rooms are all facing the same direction. So I was like, drive me past that, she probably had her go 80 yards past, and then I had her drop me off right there. So that as I approached, I was going to be able to see all of the doors, all of the windows, anybody coming from, made it like tactically very advantageous because I was going to be able to see anyone, as I approached. So like, and then I had her take off, and I'm like, I'll call you in a second after I get the car. So I just rolled up, and from here, it's relatively uneventful. I literally just walked, I walked up super like head on a swivel, but my car was right there. I had a fucking key to it, and I just got in the car and took my fucking car back. And then I decided just getting my car back wasn't really enough. So I started looking into who did it, and I know who did it too. So not sure if he's aware that I know yet, but I think he suspects that I know. And so we'll see. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with him yet. But yeah, so that's what happened. That is what happened. Hey guys, what about that story sounds like ego? I'm honestly seriously curious. Like the people who say shit like that, like what part of that story was ego? What, like, be specific. I just told you a story of exactly what happened. There's no reasonable person that could tie ego into any of it. That's exactly what fucking happened. Come on, Gabrielle. So yeah.
Sorry, I got caught up weeding.
Here. Come, or I guess, shit, sorry. Grab that chair.
I'm so strong.
I have these fucking retards in the comments. They're all, oh my God, this is going to get clowned to whatever. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's going to get clowned to whatever because my car got stolen. So the only specifics I didn't get in, the only specifics I didn't get into is how I found it or who did it.
It was Fabia.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, so just to go over the highlights, car stolen. We found it. Decided I was not going to go last night by myself. This morning, I brought how many guns?
An arsenal.
Like an arsenal. Had her drive me by, dropped me off, walked up to the front, stole my own car back. So
true story.
And I have, it's not, yeah, they got more shit than just the gun.
Yeah.
They got more
We
shit
haven't
than
even
just a
like
gun.
figured out all that was in there. Like you kept so much shit in that car.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate for whatever, but yeah, they got more shit, which really pisses me off. So, like I said, haven't decided what I'm gonna do with the dude. I want my fucking gun back though. That's for goddamn sure. Patrick Brennan, thank you very much for the super chat. Was the car thief Ariel Helwani? Definitely not. It's definitely not a combat sports industry person. But thank you for the super chat, good sir. Mike Conquest, thank you very much. Rookie valet mistake. We always had one lot guy and at least one runner. A lot guy holds the keys, so that doesn't happen. Right. You would think that it would be common sense.
It wasn't like, yeah, they were so backed up. I think
They were
like
super backed up.
5 cars in front of us. But you would think that once you give someone the ticket, you would take the key.
Mm-hmm.
But no, just left it in the car, left it running.
He was talking a lot too. He had a lot, like he's talking a lot. John Castiglione, thank you very much. Jesse, I'm glad you and your family are safe and that you got, thank you very much, dude.
Thank you.
Tetra Nova, how are you, sir? I've been trolling you for a while, but now I like you. That's kind of the goal, dude.
Welcome. We're glad
you guys are my favorites, dude. By 100 miles. Well, not 100 miles, but I really do like the people that started out fucking with me and then they're like, yeah, all right. You're cool. I relent. Thank you for the super chat. Christopher Hayes, did you notify the cops that you got it back? Yeah, I did. I just did. That cop was fucking cool, dude.
He was super chill.
He's like, I'm like, dude, if it's last night, I'm like, if it's a matter of fucking resources, dude, tell the cops that, or tell whoever would respond that I'll load up and go with them. And he's like, yeah, that's not what it is.
Thank you for the offer.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but it's a matter of Austin PD won't send they won't send someone to a non-violent, non-emergency call. I'm like, wow.
That's why we don't live in Austin.
Yeah, it's like, why? Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously,
We basically told you exactly what you
literally
have a stolen car that you can go recover.
Yeah,
that's good for your books, good for all your stuff. Like,
yeah,
you got someone's car back, and they're
like literally, like think about that. Like, just forget about anything having to do with us, and just think about that, dude. It's like, car gets stolen. I tell you exactly where it is. In addition to the fact that for 100% sure, the person who stole the car has a loaded firearm. Absolutely for sure. Can you go recover the car? They're all, no, we can't, dude. It's not an emergency. So I have to go get my own car. Right. So people are like, yeah, people are going to like talk shit. They're all, oh my God. Oh, he thinks he's so fucking cool that he brought all of his guns. I brought all my guns because I knew the person who stole my car had my gun.
Yeah.
And only a fucking retard would not bring a gun to that scenario. I wish I would have got it last night though, only because like, it just seems like if I would have just like, so because if I went last night, there's no way I was going to go with, like, first of all, our fucking kids were asleep. So like, it would have had to be, I would have had to go by myself. I called,
leave one car there or like Uber.
Yeah.
It was just all,
I called the 2 people who are local, who are
tactically trained.
Super like tactically trained, but neither of them picked up because they were like, they're all, fuck you, Jesse on fire. I don't give a shit about your car. I don't have your back. And I'm just kidding, but they didn't answer. So like, I was going to have to go alone in the, at night, dude, like, I don't know. And I also figured once we realized that it was an extended stay, that they're probably like meth heads. So highly likely to be awake. So
yeah.
8 a.m.
Stopped at the liquor store first.
Yeah.
So we also knew they were probably drunk.
8 a.m. Don't talk about that. I didn't tell them how we knew.
Well, I didn't say how we know.
It's fair. 8 a.m. though is not prime time for little fucking meth head kids, which is when we went and got it. But I was definitely overarmed, but it's better than being underarmed. But yeah, if I would have went and got it last night though, now in hindsight, like that would have been so fucking gangster. Like I would have come home and been like, hey, Gabrielle, I took my AR and a gun and I went and got my fucking car back. Is there anything you'd like to put in your mouth right now to reward your big soldier man? It would have been way more gangster. But I still troll you doesn't mean I don't like you. Colby and George being the biggest troll. Aside from that, we agree on most things. If we don't understand the reasoning, and if we don't, I understand the reason. See, that's the dude. I don't get mad at people who disagree. I like, you know what I mean? It's like, the people who disagree on things with me and like are normal and cool and talk about it, it makes me like them more.
Yeah.
It makes me like them more than like someone who just is kind of like a robot that I like. They agree with me on most things, but I'm like listening and I'm like, all right, well, the reason you believe that is because you are a drone that just happens to listen to like this side of like, propaganda. You know what I mean? But generally speaking, now what I honestly struggle with a lot is it actually doesn't matter what a person's opinions are. It's if they are firmly dug in on a topic that I know logistically is impossible for them to be an expert on. You know what I mean? Like I respect a person much more who's like willing to go like, I don't really know that much about that, I don't see how anybody in America could know like that much about Israel and Palestine, regardless of which side of the fence you're on. It's like, you have to at least leave the door open that maybe you don't really know exactly what's going on. They're all, no. You're like, have you ever been to Israel? No. Have you ever been to Palestine? No. So you're basing your information on videos that you're seeing on social media in either direction. Yes. Well, then you have to at least acknowledge like maybe it's not exactly as you think it is. You know what I mean? But anyway, Patrick Brennan, they want to take our guns away, but at the same time won't allow police to help it.
Exactly.
Bro, thank you for this super chat. Excellent work. I appreciate the dollars, but I more appreciate that comment that I now get to talk about because exactly like if I live in Texas, dude. I know for sure that if I have to smoke those, like if I fucking walk up there and like someone, approaches, like, let's say like I'm walking up and I see someone go boop, boop to my car. So I know for sure they're the ones that stole it. Right. And then I have some confrontation. They reach for something and I smoke them because I'm like, look, dude, they stole my car. I knew for sure they had my gun. They reached in their pocket. I'm not going to take a fucking chance. The only reason I'm here is because they stole my car. I would have never met this person in a million years. I'm getting my own car back because the police wouldn't get it. I'm not worried about like no one's going to, you would think maybe in Austin,
yeah.
But like, justice for Victor fucking, Miller. He didn't even have a gun on him and Jesse on fire killed him. Shut the fuck up, dude. I went to recover my stolen car, scared out of my goddamn mind with a fucking gun on me because I'm afraid. Like, I'm not going strapped like that because I'm like, fucking Rambo time. These guys fucked with the wrong dude. I'm going because I'm scared. And if so they have a gun, I want to be able to kill them to not get killed. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not trying to fucking make an action movie, dude. I have an AR in case I can like scare them visually. I have a gun in my pocket with a lot of rounds in it in case I actually get in a shootout with a gun that also has a high capacity magazine because it's mine. I know exactly what's fucking in it, And so like take that. So in San Francisco, we're 100% sure they're not going to send a fucking cop. You can't have a gun. You can't carry a gun.
You can't go get your own car.
You can't carry a gun there. It's not legal. That exact scenario, it's illegal for me to carry said gun. Or you could get a permit. No, you fucking can't. I tried. You could be a law-abiding citizen that has a zero criminal record at all. Give them a pretty much, fucking fairly legitimate reason, like I'm fair, scared, whatever. They will not give you a license. So in that scenario, your choices are know exactly where your car is and let a bunch of meth heads go have fucking groupie meth sex and fuck your car up and then go use it in a bank robbery and then go fucking crash it into a baby. Or you can just roll the dice and walk up there naked with a pocket knife and be like, fuck, I hope they don't get me, hope they don't fucking get me. Yeah, I hope they don't have guns, because we wouldn't have a gun in the car in San Francisco. I never carried a gun in California, obviously. But exactly, yeah, I have to just like cross my fingers that the car thieves are not armed and just go walking up there. I'm like, they're all, hey, I'm like, I'm not taking my own car back. I'm fucking sorry. Fuck you, San Francisco. It's like that exact example is like, explain to me how California has it right versus Texas. Fucking idiots, dude.
Tell us how you really feel.
Robert Hansen, thank you very much. What you got to do is call Teller and you're gonna get your stuff back and you're armed for your safety. They'll show up. Call
and like tell them that you're there. Call who?
Call the cops and say like, oh, I'm here and my car is here. I mean, at that point, if you're there and your car is there, just take the fucking car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's no reason for me. Like once I have the car, there's no reason for us to start like kicking doors in at fucking extended stay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told you I already know who did it. I don't need to kick doors. But it's like that's asking for an actual, like someone firing a gun at you. You know they have a gun. You're going to go kick the doors, start banging on doors. Hey, did you steal an Explorer last night? A 2022 Explorer that had a 6 Blades Jiu-Jitsu sticker on it? Was that you? If you have my gun, don't shoot it at me. I just want it back. I've been smoking meth for 3 days. I'm definitely going to make really good decisions right now.
I want to know if the street cams caught the person who did it. Because one of the valet kids said that there was street cams.
I'm sure that they did, but you want to know what that matters? Zero, because the cops are not going to investigate it at all.
I'm just curious.
Like I said, sometimes you have to handle things yourself. So, Gary Boyd, really hope this title is clickbait. Wishing for the best for your family and question for your hot wife. How do you land such a stud? That's the first time anyone's ever asked her. Like that question has always been the opposite. They're like, hey, how does a shitbag like you land a fucking perfect smoke like this? I mean, do you really need to ask? Look at this body. And then she drove me.
Just my looks.
Drove me with a fucking arsenal of fully stocked loaded weapons to my stolen car today, ready to be my getaway driver. She's a fucking badass. And I told you guys, she one-handed lifted a pit bull, a 90-pound pit bull up with one hand under its jaw, just like while I was still thinking about how to react. And she's like, grab him. I was like,
he was going to kill my dog.
I was going to break the pit bull's ribs, but I had to feel like I had to make a decision on what I'm going to do at least. And then I'm not like slow in those situations either. Gabrielle's just like,
I'm just faster.
Get our dog. He almost killed him. I was like, Jesus, look at you. Look at what you did. Wait. Thank you for the super chat, both of you guys. Straight shooter. Last night you could have been like Deadpool and call Uber. Maybe even Doprinda would be your driver. I don't remember. Like, I mean, I've seen Deadpool 1. It's just really weird that I haven't seen Deadpool 2 because I've seen fucking everything. But it's pretty funny. Then Ubering to something sounds about right. That's another thing that would have been weird with the Uber. It's like he picks me up. Yeah. And it's like I have like I have a rifle. I have like a fucking rifle case, you know, like, and I'm dressed in all black, beanie and shit. And I'm like, rifle case. He's like, so where are you going? I'm like, extended stay. He's like, what do you got going on there? I'm like, business, you know. It's like the movie with fucking Tom Cruise where he's in the back of Jamie Foxx's cab. Oh, fuck, that movie's awesome too. What the hell's the name of that movie?
I don't know.
Collateral. Oh my God, dude. He's like the part where they where Jamie Foxx asks for help and those guys are all, whoa, what's up, man? You need help? Give me the motherfucking case. And they rob him of the case. And then as they're walking away, Tom Cruise comes rolling out. He's all, sup, fellas? And they're like, what's up, man? I'm looking at, he's all, oh, whoa. That scene is so dope because it's like, that's one of those scenes that like, you can't fake how quickly Tom drew and smoked all three of those guys. Like he had done extensive firearms training to be able to do it like that. I love that movie, man. I really do. I mean, what would, like, in all seriousness, like I'm genuinely asking, would you guys have gone and gotten your car, or would you like, well, you know what I mean? Like,
It's
would you have done anything different, or would you in all seriousness, would you have gone and gotten it, or just said fuck it and let insurance do it?
Why didn't you bring a vest?
I do have a vest, and that
Someone just pointed it out.
yeah, I do. It's heavy as fuck.
They're
though.
so heavy.
I don't know if there are like better ones. It's not like mine's not like the level 3 soft armor. It's like fucking armor. It's gotta weigh 35 pounds. It's fucking heavy, dude. But honestly, I forgot I had it until you just mentioned it. I really did. I think it never even crossed my mind.
Yeah, me either.
Hey, I'm wearing that in the back of the Uber. I come out in my fucking full throttle body armor with an AR and shit. I'm like, can you please take me to the location that has been notated in your Uber app? He's all. I'm like, just stay quiet and I'll give you a 5-star review. I mean, I would have brought my family for sure. I wouldn't have. It's like where it was. There, like, it didn't really like. It was like because where it was is like, so Giselle's jiu-jitsu tournament was here. It was about 23 minutes away, and then from there, her jiu-jitsu tournament was like 14 minutes away. So it was like, you know. Because there was no risk to them because we were just going to drive by. Yeah. And then if we saw it, I was going to handle it by myself, which is exactly what I did.
Yeah.
But fuck, they didn't do a very good job. I mean, like, it wasn't right out in the open, but
it was pretty out in the open.
I spotted it. Like, it was in the corner, but it was in like the corner there. Like I spotted it. How fast?
Super fast.
Super fast.
Like, you would think they would change plates or something.
You're assuming that these are high-level fucking criminals, dude. They're probably crackhead little meth fucks. Dude, I have the plate carrier I have is oh my god. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I'll look in my email because I know I have they fucking send me mail all the time. Spartan. I have Spartan body armor. Like, I have the Spartan shit. James Opia, I like to think I'd go, but it takes some stones. Not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I bet you would have, dude. If you're in Texas, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Honestly, I'll be totally straight. Like, last night, my original thought, like, was, okay, these guys could be like, we're in Texas. It could be like a syndicate, you know, like, you never know. Like, it could be like cartel people that are going to drive it to Mexico.
Basically, what the cop told us was probably going to happen to it.
There's definitely not. He said, well, at least that's what he said to you on the initial call, right? Like, he's like, it'll end up in Mexico. When I got him isolated and got him talking kind of like, I would probably exactly how you and me and any of you guys would talk in the same situation. Like, he started, like, I think he was having a, like, more, he's talking to you as if, like, there's no scenario where you're actually going to go there. He doesn't need to, like, think about, okay, like, really how big of a risk it is. But when he was talking to me, he made it sound like the high likelihood is there fucking retards who, like, hadn't even looked into whatever. And, like, it's like kids that are going to end up driving it around and maybe go commit other crimes and then ditch it. And because when we got home, when we first pulled up to our house, because they have our registration and shit, they know the address, right? So when we first pulled up to the house, there was a car parked and right next to our house, the fucking headlights on. And when we walked up, our fucking front door was open because, like, we have a automatically locking door. I don't know how it was. I have no idea how this happened. Like, it happens like once a fucking month or something, like, where someone will just like
slams it too hard,
someone, yeah, and then, like, it auto locks. So, like, the deadbolt locks, but it's not. It's like open. So we come home and the fucking door is open with the deadbolt thing, and there's somebody, like, it looks like sitting on our house. So I went in and, I cleared the house, and then while I was doing that, Gabrielle grabbed a package out front and the car slowly drove away. And she's like, dude,
super weird.
She's like, and then so we looked on our cameras. We have security cameras fucking everywhere. And so she checked the camera, and they had pulled up to our house 2 minutes before we got there. And we had, we like did all the shit with the police and whatever, and then Ubered back to the house. and they had gotten there 2 minutes before we got there. And then as soon as we got there, they bounced. So I was talking to the cop about that. I mean, what do you think, dude? Yeah. Like, they're sitting on the house. He's like, dude, it's probably a delivery driver. He's like, I mean, he's like, don't like let your guard down, but more than likely, it's like dumb fuck kids that, you know, that took it and whatever. So, you know, but again, last night I was still more like, I was still more so entertaining that they might be professionals, in which case I would just let them have it, you know? Yeah. But when it's still in the same place in the morning, I'm like, they're retards. And so I'm not afraid. I'm much less afraid of retards with a gun than I am professionals with a gun. Willie Carney, thank you for the super chat. Cops are afraid to do their jobs because they don't want another George Floyd incident. No, like in this case, it's literally like it's department policy. Yeah. If there's not someone being murdered or it's not an emergency, they won't send a car. Like Grand Theft Auto. Hey man, we know exactly where it is.
Totally fine.
Well, we'll look into it. And then, but the only reason we know it wouldn't is because the cop, you know, like broed out with these, like, they're not gonna send anyone, man.
Yeah, he's like, it's Austin PD.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Willie Carney. Patrick Brennan, thank you for the super chat. Our country is breaking into two groups: normal people and dirtbags. The bad news is the politicians are on the side of dirtbags. You know what's crazy? I cannot get over this story about, you know, Gavin Newsom cleaned up San Francisco for President Xi, or like the fucking audacity of that, dude.
Yeah. You won't clean it up.
The fucking audacity of that. Yeah. You'll clean it up for your fucking communist buddy that you're hoping and praying will support your presidential campaign as they, you know, hack into our software and whatever else they got going on. So you'll clean up the city for them, but not for the people who you are actually responsible for, like their health and safety. They're such fucking scum, dude. They're just scum. I always think about how, like, it's like, oh, well, they passed the blah, blah, blah to avoid a government shutdown. I'm like, oh, no, a government shutdown. What would happen without the federal government? Fucking nothing, dude. Literally nothing would happen. Like, nothing. It would not fucking impact your life outside. Literally, the only thing that would have the potential to impact your life is the kind of like management of the Federal Reserve and the currency, and that impacting like the economy. The federal government, it's like, oh no, there's no more FBI. I'm like, oh gosh, the FBI is a really prominent fucking part of my life. Yeah, the IRS. Oh, you mean the IRS that I had a fucking $3,800 dispute with for 6 fucking years? That was the most 1 + 1 = 2 situation ever. I owe you $3,200. You owe me $3,800. Let's just make it a wash. You can keep the change. You would think that would be an easy problem to solve and not take 6 fucking years. And the end result is they levied my account for the $3,200 that I owed them. And then they somehow said that my money, it had been too long, doesn't exist anymore. Weird, dude. What would I do without the fucking IRS? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Also, too, thank you very much. What up, Jesse and Gabrielle? It's Mike from the First UFC Group. What's up, dude? I just hopped in. He went to Colby and Masvidal, UFC 272 in Vegas. That was our very first one. We didn't like manage that one as well as we did future. We've never done one in Vegas since then, actually. Like, because it's so big. Like, the whole point of the experience is like that we all kick it together the whole time. And so like we do it in Jacksonville, or you do it in Dallas, or you do it in one of these places. Like, you just do everything together. Vegas, it's like, well, also Gabrielle and I are fucking blackjack addicts. And so like, we can't be in Vegas and not play blackjack. Blackjack is not a very inclusive game. And so we don't do Vegas anymore. But anyway, an inaugural Jesse on Fire, you know, fight experience guy, Mike.
You missed the story.
I just hopped on, so I don't know what's going on. I heard plate carrier, got some triple soft body armor, soft and comfortable. Yeah, I want to get some of that too. My car, like, long and short, my car got stolen last night. I found it. Cops weren't going to go get it. And so I loaded up like I was going into fucking Beirut in 1985 and went and got my own car back.
That's long and short of it.
But the reason I loaded up so much is because I had firearms in the car that were now theirs, obviously. And so I knew they were armed. And so I had to go in heavy, but it was uneventful once I got there. What are you going to do with old boy? Nothing violent, as far as he knows. Just kidding. I'm just kind of one of those things like when you got somebody by the balls, you know, you're like, what am I going to do with these? Just think about it for a little while. Daniel Tobia, thank you very much. For my family, no doubt. With Spec Ops buddies, 100%. By myself with a coffee and an AR, maybe. Yeah, I fuck, dude. Like that was one of those situations that really made me assess the number of like tier 1 tactically, like tier 1 guys that I'm like my friends now, where I'm like, fuck, dude. These guys are, like, it's like, that's like, but you don't really think, it's like, I don't like fucking think about that when I'm like hanging out with my friends. It's like, oh, like this guys, you know what I mean? Like, we just drink and have fun and like laugh and shit. You don't think like, oh, that's right, you've kicked fucking 700 doors and black bagged fucking a million fucking terrorists. It's like, you just don't even think about it, dude, until some fuckhead steals your car. And then you're like, should I get SEAL Team 6? I'm just kidding. Yeah, dude, someone stole my car. They're like, all right. I'm like, listen, man, I'm thinking about going to get it, but it's really dangerous. They're all, oh yeah, it's really dangerous. Oh yeah. Sounds really fucking dangerous. Dude, one of the most embarrassing moments of my fucking life ever was I was hanging out with Ed Byers, who's the Master Chief of SEAL Team 6, Congressional Medal of Honor recipient. And I've never even told you about this, actually, dude. So when we were in Miami for the Bitcoin conference in April, right? And I don't even remember how it came up, but I told the story about how, like, when I smoked the deer that was killing my dogs, like a deer had his antlers impaled in my dog. Ever witnessed that one too? Has antlers impaled in my dog, and I fucking smoked this deer with a 12 gauge in downtown or Walnut Creek in like California, where the cop that ended up coming said he'd been on the job for 22 years. I'm like, has this ever happened? He's like, I've been on the job 22 years. I've never seen someone kill a deer in this neighborhood. This is like the suburbs, dude. But the fucking deer was killing my dog. So I smoked him. And so that story though, like, so as a result of that, like I was like criminally liable in this situation. Like I discharged a 12 gauge in the front yard in the suburbs on a Sunday. And so like, as I'm handling the situation afterwards, I had to be very like, I had no choice. I didn't want to do it. I mean, it's all true, but I had to really like play it up. Point being, I couldn't be like, I want that deer's fucking head. You know what I mean? Like what, people fucking taxidermy all kinds of like animals, like they see an animal fucking 300 yards away and they're all say good night, Bambi. And then they'll fucking, they'll stuff that thing. This deer was killing my dog in the suburbs and I fucking smoked his ass, dude. And I was like, if there's ever been a fucking head that belongs on your wall, it's the one of an animal that was trying to kill your family member and you fucking pumped an 8-pellet buckshot round into his spine. And I couldn't do it. So I tattooed that fuck on my arm right there. You tried to kill my dog. I killed you. Fuck you, dear. So I was we were talking about that and I told that story and Ed was in the room and I literally like, I've never seen a more obvious, like where someone was like, just like, it could have been in my head, honestly, just because as I was telling the story, I was realizing how fucking stupid and ridiculous it should sound to him. Like he's literally smoked hundreds of enemy combatants, hundreds. He's SEAL Team 6, dude. And so as I'm saying the story, I'm like, God, this sounds so dumb as I'm saying it. This sounds, I tattooed a deer head on my fucking, so dumb, so fucking dumb. And I was just so embarrassed, dude, because like, Ed's sitting there, like Ed doesn't have a tattoo, but he's got 300 fucking bodies on him. You know what I mean? He's like, he's just like, I've got a Congressional Medal of Honor recipient. I've got one of those, no tattoos. Oh, cool story, dude. You tattooed a deer head on your arm. Like, wow. Tough guy. You're tough. It was fucking mortifying. I guarantee if I watched the video back that I'd be like, see right there. Right there. He did fucking scoff at it. I'm telling you. He couldn't help himself.
I could see him doing
Ed's one of my favorite people on earth, for the
it.
record. He's also the scariest dude on earth who absolutely would not be able to hide the fact that he's like,
I'm going to check on our kids.
Whatever, Gabrielle.
Tell
him tell him a story before you go.
I don't have a story to tell. What story?
I don't know. What's another relevant story about us being robbed or killing something, or what else has happened?
Let me think on it.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right. All right. Let's continue.
How are the fights that you're supposed to be watching?
I am watching there. I mean, dude, when I first started, there was a fucking ridiculous knockout. Oops. BB, thank you for the super chat. Ego isn't a bad word. I think maybe the voice that spoke to you when you first woke up that said, we're going to go get that car back was your ego. Well done. I actually do think of ego as a bad word. I think but that said, maybe my ego a little bit wanted to go get it where I don't know, not necessarily ego. It's just like, it just doesn't feel, it's like, I know, like this guy stole my shit. I know, like he stole my shit. I know exactly where it is. Like making an insurance company pay for it just seems pussy. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to file an insurance claim and take the money instead of just going and getting my own shit back that some fuckhead stole. You know what I mean? But I hear you. The reason why I think of ego as a bad word is because I think that some people use the word differently than I do. Same as clickbait. Like that's a word that gets like that is not used the same by me or other. Like when I say clickbait, what I'm saying is like, this is like, I'm saying it as a positive, right? Like I'm saying, like, if I go like, this is gangster ass clickbait, and I say that to someone about their video or whatever, I'm saying that like, that's excellent marketing of your video. I realize that like the technical like use of that word is like, it's like, oh, here's a picture of a chick in a bikini. And it's like, is she going to take it off? And then the fucking video is about like a whale, swimming in the water. And you're like, the fuck? But ego is in my world where a lack of confidence goes. It's like people fill themselves up with ego and it expresses itself in these kind of gross ways. Like the example I always give is like, if you're at like a club and they're all, as you say, there's an hour-long line. Everybody's fucking miserable in line. You get there and they walk you up past the line and you get to go into the club and everybody sees that happen. Obviously, you should be fucking stoked that you get to skip the line because you don't want to sit in line. But if you get satisfaction looking at other people who look sad and you can tell that they're jealous of you, if that makes you feel good, that's your ego. And that's fucking pathetic. And I don't that shit at all. Like that's how I think of ego. But anyway, Charles Kelly, welcome to the club, good sir. Bobby Hanson, thank you very much. Libcucks are moving in and invading Texas. Austin a couple decades ago was way better. Live in a smaller area around Austin that used to have nothing, and now it looks like California bought land. We are in when we moved here, we wanted to live in the Austin area, but we wanted to live not in Austin County. So we live like, in like a town that borders Austin County that's not in Austin County specifically. And I don't know. I mean, like, dude, the most important thing for us is like the schools. Like, what are the schools like? Are there any teachers that are going like, so Giselle, today we're going to learn about how penises are, just like a appendage you can just remove if you decide that you're a girl, any kind of that. Like, there's been no shit like that at all, like none. And the closest we've had to it is this like fucking extremely unstable music teacher that just says like tells these kids the most insane shit, like, my doctor says that I need to get off these antidepressants, like it's making me too emotional. I'm dating these two guys at the same time and they don't know about each other. And so like come home and tell us something. What the fuck are you telling my 11-year-old that you're dating? Like, why is that coming up in music class, you fucking weirdo? What's up with my lips? My lips, I can tell you exactly what. Oh, wait, right there. The same thing here is the same thing here, which is I had someone loop choke me, and I was wearing a competition gi in my class on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. And a competition jiu-jitsu gi is thicker. Like it's like a lot thicker. And he had my gi cross face. So it was like across my face and my throat. And he, fucking torqued. It's a 235-pound brown belt. And he pulled it. And I think it was him. I rolled with a very large, very, 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 very advanced purple belt, and then the 235-pound brown belt was also obviously fucking awesome. And it was one of them because I was defending against chokes against both of them. I'm not sure which one because they both had me in a position like that in at one point for both of them. But if it's across your face and then you're trying to get out of it, it's just like it's a fucking robe. It's a rug burn, essentially, is what that is. From a gi and getting choked. Only one of them finished it though. Pete Thompson, thank you for joining the party and the membership. You are very welcome. If that is your actual picture, you get special treatment here. Any girls get special treatment, especially the pretty ones. Willie Carney, oh, you are a member now too. What's up, dude? I enjoy all the members only shit. It'll be awesome for you. Patrick Brennan, they don't want you to be able to defend yourself, grow your own food, repair your own items, speak your own thoughts. Dude, it certainly fucking seems that way, Like at least I understand why some people get on board with anti-gun shit. Like I understand. I mean, they're ignorant, don't really understand enough to have an opinion like they do, generally speaking, or they've had a specific experience that puts them in a place like if I was at one of the high school kids that was at Parkland, okay, and I became an activist against fucking ARs or something, and someone was like, dude, you don't know shit about assault rifles. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'd be like, dude, I watched a fucking classmate smoke 20 of my classmates. I think I know enough about fucking guns to have an opinion. That doesn't mean they're right. You know what I mean? Like that's a thing that happened, that you just happen to be one of the like tiny, tiny group of people that had that experience. It's like everybody's entitled to their own experiences. Like another example is what's his name? The coach of the Warriors, fucking Steve Kerr. He is a fanatical anti-gun guy, right? He's a Trump-hating, fanatical anti-gun guy. And at first you just look at him and you're like, who is this guy? Why is he so fucking passionate about whatever? And it's like, how much research have you done on his life? And you're like, none. It's like, why don't you go do that? And then let's revisit this. And then you go look into it. And it's like, oh, his dad was a foreign ambassador and he got murdered, shot in the head in a foreign country. His dad, when he was like 10 years old, got shot in the fucking face by an AK-47, and that's how his dad died. And you're like, oh, I thought he was just watching too much CNN. It's like, no, turns out that the most, catastrophic event of his entire life, top to bottom, came on the wrong end of a fucking, AK. So he really hates guns. You're all, well, that's reasonable. Doesn't mean he's right, but at least you understand his opinion. You know what I mean? But like, just generally speaking, this like exactly the story that I just told you guys is my response is my response to the people who are on that side. It's like, so you don't want a well-funded police department, right? They're all, no, they're beating the shit out of people, man. They're just putting people in the ghetto and beating the shit out of them, especially the blacks. They beat the shit out of the blacks. And you're like, I mean, I'm not really in a position to argue about any of that. I'm just going to say, like, set that aside. And like the example I gave about the federal government shuts down, what's going to happen? Oh, nothing. Right. What about the police department shuts down? What happens then? It's like anarchy and fucking chaos. And the criminals will come and fuck your mouth and take all your shit, put a gun in your kid's mouth and just do what they want with you. You're like, right. And then wait, what keeps that from happening? They're all the police. Right. So you want to defund them? Yes, I want to defund them. They had way too much money. And you're like, can you point to an example of them getting way too much money? Because all I hear about is departments having to cut things like this fucking division that you're like, wait, what? They can't even investigate. Yeah, they can't even investigate that anymore. You're like, they're all, yeah, the special victims unit that investigates a sexual assault. Yeah, they took that down from about 25 officers to 2. You're like, 2. Like, yeah, 2. How big's your city? They're all, it's like the 15th biggest city in the world. And you're like, or I mean, in the country. You're like, 2. Mm-hmm. How many rape, calls do you guys get? They're all a shitload, man, like tons. You're like, and you have 2 people to investigate. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. What's your close rate? Pretty much like 0, unless we catch the person in the act. And you're like, all right. Hey, you defunders. Yes. Do you guys like sexual assault? Sexual assault is what all evil white men do to all women. All right, so let's just say that's true, idiot. Not, but let's just live in your world. How are those white male assaulters going to end up in prison in the world that you want to live in? What? You said white males rape everyone. That's what you said. They do. So how are they going to end up in jail? I mean, just like walk me through it exactly. Well, we'll send the police to their house. Nope, no, you won't. No, you won't send the police, you stupid fuck. You're definitely not sending the fucking police. And you want to know why? Why? Because you defunded them. You did that. You fucking idiot. You did that. Well, we only wanted to defund the police that are in the projects beating up black people. Well, what was your plan for that? You just said defund. Like, it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Is your wife the puppet from Saw? Yes.
Yes, I am.
She is. She's the puppet.
Thank you for recognizing
She is the puppet from Saw.
We got our boy.
Wait, hold on. But the police currently have all this funding and couldn't be bothered to send anyone out for your non-emergency. Your own story kind of backs the defenders. Overfunded. What are you talking about? Why? What? It's Austin. They got defunded. It is the exact opposite of what you're saying. It's the exact opposite of that. They're underfunded. That is 100% inaccurate. What dumbass would attach a short barrel to any AR system? You talking like what, 300 blackout or something? I mean, the one that I brought, I have 2, or had 2, but the one that I brought is my smaller one. Like I have an MMP 15 Sport. That's the one that I brought, and then I also have a much bigger setup. Correct. Not only did Austin get defunded, they got new DEI training. Correct. Dude, some of you guys have been asking me about the Mr. Ballin thing, and actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, I completely forgot to ask. And right now, oh shit, it's Jeff's birthday. Speaking of fucking, hang on, I gotta send happy birthday to my BFF Navy SEAL friend, whose birthday party is going on right now. Oops. What the fuck? Dude, I just did the new Apple update, and it's like, happy birthday, dude! I'm so sorry that I couldn't have been at your party, but we would have loved to have been there. Have fun. Call me after everybody leaves town. You're the best. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everyone, Jeff. I'm just kidding. Happy birthday, dude. Love you, brother. Bye. Boop. Oh, never mind. Now, the rest of the story from today, though, which was also fucking awesome, was from Giselle's jiu-jitsu tournament. So she's such a gangster. So Giselle has, okay, so there's this girl who fights in all of the local tournaments. She's super good, dude. Like, and Jesse, you are friends with the coach of an NFL team. I heard those jobs consume all of your time. Does he even have friends for, dude? He is insanely busy during the season. Like, I mean, I've never met anyone who's more dedicated to to what they're doing. I don't know if it's like that for every coach. He's the only NFL coach that I know. But Charles Kelly, thank you very much, dude. But yeah, I mean, I can't even wrap my brain around his schedule, dude. I would tell you specifics if I thought for sure that it was like okay to talk about publicly, but I will just tell you that like his schedule during the football season sounds like it's made up. Like it sounds made up. It's like one of those things that you're just like, what the fuck? Like, he is one of the most regimented, like disciplined people ever. And so like he does the same thing every day of the week during the season. And you're like just as an example, have you ever heard of someone say that that they set their alarm for 2:30 a.m.? That's when they wake up because their day starts at 3:30 a.m. I've never heard a person say that before. Like your work day starts at 3:30 a.m. And I mean, I guess just like that's not it's unbelievable. He has earned everything. He's been doing it for 10 fucking years. That's what's so impressive. Like that's how he ended up the head coach of the fucking Dolphins. Is like every team he was on, he worked these hours all the time and just made himself so valuable to the organization. And Shanahan tried to keep him, Shanahan kept him like a little, like his secret as long as he possibly could, like he kept him secret for as long as he could. You can only do it for so long because people will work at the organization. They'll know, and then they'll go work for other organizations, and then word will get out. It's like, dude, the offensive mastermind of this thing is fucking McDaniel. And so the way it works in the NFL as it relates to like teams' ability to recruit coaches from other teams is you can recruit and you can take a coach from another team if they are getting a promotion. So like you start at like quality control or whatever, but then anyway, it's like, but then the coaching, it's like positions coaches, then coordinators, and then head coach. I might be missing something because I'm not a fucking head coach, but like, you can only keep them as a positions coach for so long before someone's going to offer them like I know I'm missing something in the hierarchy, but whatever. So like you just get forced into elevating them because otherwise you're going to lose them. And then at a certain point, everybody knows and they get recruited. And that's exactly what happened. But I am watching, dude. Of course I'm watching. Jeez. Sublix, what's up, dude? Thank you for the super chat. I saw the smirk from the Saw message. Respect for the Craig love from Ireland. Thank you, dude. So yeah, you put your secondary in your sweatshirt. No, I put my primary in my sweatshirt pocket, actually. I mean, walking in a big sweatshirt with it in my hand in my pocket. It was in my hand. I had a gun in my hand, which was in my pocket. Anyway, so Giselle had fought this girl. This girl's fucking smooth comp record. I don't know if you guys aren't jiu-jitsu people, smooth comp is like where for like all the tournaments that are outside IBJJF, like World Jiu-Jitsu League, fucking Grappling Industries, NAGA, all that shit. Like the system where you sign up for all these jiu-jitsu tournaments is smooth comp. And so it tracks people's records and shit. And Giselle, like kids especially do a lot of those tournaments. Like I've only done 2, maybe even 1. I don't know. Most of my tournaments have all been IBJJF, so like I don't use it, but like the kids use it all the time. And this girl that Giselle has fought, she's fought her 4 times before. And this she has like 67 wins or something like that for a fucking 11-year-old. That's absurd. The kid fights all the time. She's super fucking good. And Giselle had fought her 4 times, and the girl had beat Giselle 4 times. And the last 2 times she had Kimura Giselle and like hurt her actually. She trapped Giselle's arm in a Kimura and hurt her. Or Yeah. Kimura won for sure. Maybe in America. I don't know. Anyway, she hurt her twice though. And so Giselle's like in the car, and Giselle knew she was fighting her today. And in the car, Giselle's like, I don't know. Like, she's like, I don't want her to fucking hurt my arm. I'm like, dude, then just tap. If she traps your arm, then tap. But that said, if you're on top and she has, you're in her guard, if her head passes your fucking center line, she is definitely going for a Kimura, and she has to get her arm behind your shoulder, and then she needs to lock it. Like, just don't, whatever. But tap if she gets it. So the first fight, and like the grappling industries, they have boys fight against girls till they're 14. It's so dumb. So today, Giselle's first match is against this kid, Christian, who's a fucking monster. It makes no sense that he's fighting girls, dude. And he just smothered Giselle and Americana'd her, right? And also because like we went to Cancun, and then I was out of town for a week, like Giselle had not been training, as much as she normally does. Like she took an entire week off for Cancun, and then like maybe 5 days off while I was in LA. It's like she was just like, she felt unprepared, and she's fighting these fucking killers. So she gets mopped by this dude the first fight. Next fight is her and that girl. And she literally just looked at me and she's like, no. And I was like, dude, don't worry about it. Just focus and do what you got to do. And she fucking went in there and just fucking pulled the sickest fucking, she fought this bitch little girl, fought this little girl so hard, and then pulled the sickest armbar ever. It was so fucking gangster, because like I knew she's like afraid of this girl. And the way she responded was she fought the best fight of her life and fucking armbar. And then, so she gets the arm completely, fully extended, like completely extended. And in the kids tournaments, that's the end. The kid, they don't have to tap. They don't have to whatever. It's like, if you get the arm extended, the ref stops it, right? Like, it's like, it doesn't, like, they don't even give kids the opportunity to escape fully extended arm bars, which is shitty for Giselle because she's so flexible that she has all these crazy escapes she can do from arm bars. But so Giselle gets the arm fully extended. The girl taps. The ref goes down to go break them up. And I was like, fucking let's go. Just because like who it was. And I turn around and I'm like, everybody's high-fiving and shit because everybody knows how good this girl is. Giselle fucking, And then we turn around and they're still fighting. I'm like, what just happened? And the whole crowd's all yelling. They're like, what? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the ref just completely dropped the ball. We have it on video, dude. It was like, the ref just I'll show you guys actually. And Giselle let go of the arm bar and stopped fighting. So Giselle was up 2-0 at the time. She swept her and then she armbarred her. She let go of the arm bar because she had won the match. And then the other girl just like kept on fighting and then passed Giselle's guard, mounted, and then won the match 6-2. Dude, I was a fucking atomic bomb, dude. I was screaming, dude. I was like, and then like, so the main, the head ref is talking to the girl who had ref the match. And I'm like, dude, guy, you don't need to fucking talk to her. Just watch the video. Like he's like, I'm just going to get her side. I'm like, what do you need a side for? It's on fucking video, dude. And, he's like the best. He's like the end result is he's all, look, dude, we could just have them fight again. I'm like, fuck no, they're not fighting again, dude. I'm not going to give like, you don't understand. Like, I'm like, this is a kids tournament. I don't give a shit about the outcome, but like, it's that girl, dude. My daughter's 0-4 against her. She's got submitted by her the last 3 times. She was scared and she pulled the sickest fucking armbar ever. And you guys fucking ruined it, dude. Like she tapped, let it go. And I'm like, I'm not going to like run it back and give that girl an opportunity to fucking reverse it. Everybody knows that Giselle won. But anyway, Giselle was so like, Giselle knew she won, even though they fucked her. Like, she knew she won. And then so for the rest of the tournament, oh my God, dude. She was so confident. She fucking ran through these kids. Like in the rest of her gi matches, she just fucking annihilated people. I was like, I think it was just like, she shocked herself that she won that fight. And it was just so sick, dude. Hang on. Let me find Giselle. Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Can you please send me the video? Actually, just send me the videos of Giselle's fight against the girl where the armbar, and then also
Didn't I send them? Oh, I was going to
you
airdrop
said
it,
it.
but you're updating.
Yep. Send that one, and then the one against the boy that she smashed.
I'll walk up and airdrop them because sending them is going to take forever.
Okay. And I'm gonna email it to myself so that I can pull it up here. I'm gonna show everybody because pretty uncontroversial that Giselle fucking won the fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. Every single human being in the area was yelling it was a bad play.
Yeah, they kept coming up to us for multiple matches after that. So what was the outcome? We're like, they just whatever, you know.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid outcome. Okay, I'm coming in.
All right, bye. How did I know? Excellent question.
Okay.
I can find whoever. He's sending it to me right now.
I'm working on it.
Oh, are you working on it, Gabrielle?
Just chill.
Oh shit! Mark won, dude.
Yay, Mark.
I saw his first match. He triangled the dude really fast.
Okay, it says it's waiting.
Received. Okay.
Is there an ice cream truck going by right now? It's like 65 degrees outside.
Hang on. I got to text Mark. Congrats.
It might be too big to email to yourself.
No, it won't be.
Really? Gmail always caps me. Like
It'll do. Yep. No, it'll do the
compress it or whatever.
No. It does. It'll. Yeah, the icon. Then I download it.
Tech savvy.
Text Uncle Jeff. Do you have Jeff's phone number?
Phone?
Yeah. Or DM him on Instagram.
do.
Say
I
happy.
do.
Yeah. Tell him happy birthday. And that you wish that we could have been at his thing. The fuck, where? Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. Wait, you only sent me the armbar one. Send me the one of the boy. No, I got a still image of her smashing the boy, not the fight.
Oh. Came out.
All right, I'm gonna do this. Zach E, thank you very much for the super chat. We were robbed 3 years ago, and one of my guns and about 40K worth of watches, gold. Yep, and had 3 security pictures, clear as day, handprint, and they used our credit card to buy a TV and living room set, and still no arrest. Yeah, dude.
Wow.
That's insane. I assume, yeah. I mean, like they got some of my shit too. Oh yeah. Accept. Luckily, like that kind of shit gets covered. You know what I mean? I mean, dude, honestly, the car would have gotten covered. But again, it's like, why did you want to go get it this morning? Like, I woke up and just was like, I just can't, you know?
It was the principal.
Exactly. It's a fucking principle. It's like, we know where the car is. They can't just fucking have my car.
Yeah.
You know?
And it was like the thought of like having to get a new, it just sounded like a fucking headache that I didn't want to deal with.
It also was that. It also was laziness for me. Like laziness of like, I don't want to deal with fucking insurance. I'll just go strap up and go get this guy.
Yeah, no, that, yeah,
or go get this car.
Laziness on the side
yeah,
of like
it definitely was laziness last night why I didn't go get it.
Well,
like
we were busy.
Yeah, I had a better offer. See, look, so I do it like this. I do it through the mail app though. Why is it not auto pop? There we go.
I need to wash my hair.
Boop, and then it'll go. Yeah, see.
Look at that.
Use mail drop.
Wow.
All right.
What did I miss?
Dude, Zach E got. Did you see this? Look at this. Read that while I download this video of Giselle's
You just
fight.
made it go away.
Oh yeah.
Idiot.
Okay.
I think I heard. Yeah.
No. Hang on, I got it for you.
And they charged credit cards and stuff. Is that the one?
Yeah, 40K in.
That's crazy. I had my credit card swiped, or my credit card number. What do you call it? Like when someone,
your identity stolen?
Yeah. I don't know. That was my whole identity. They didn't have like my social and stuff, but when I was in the Bahamas, someone's like credit card machine, it
When you were with me or when you were with Bahamas, like before?
in college.
Oh, with your other boyfriend
my
that took you to
other
the fucking
boyfriend.
Bahamas?
Yeah.
I bet you had sex.
No, we didn't. Not once.
Hang on. Why is this
But
not
yeah,
working?
they bought a bunch of TVs too. Isn't it weird that they get electronics? Like I don't understand.
I mean, dude,
why.
if you have like if you get to go on like a shopping spree, you know, like it's like, oh my God, you can buy anything. I feel like that's like natural is to go get a bunch of electronics. Don't you think?
I guess
Why the fuck is this not sending, dude?
$40,000 worth of watches, gold. Damn.
That's about what they got from us.
But yeah, my bank covered it all.
Gabrielle had a very expensive watch. I don't even know how much the thing is worth.
Oh yeah.
Who do I have in the main event? I like Paul Craig as well. Sorry, this is slow. Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Why won't it send?
Because you're touching it.
I just want to show everyone the video of my daughter heroically beating her nemesis, for fuck's sake. God, I don't get it.
That's what pisses. Like I feel like we wouldn't have like gotten all up in the judges or refs' face if it was any other kid on the planet. But this kid is like a savage.
I told them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I certainly would not have gotten as worked up as I
Yeah.
did. Like,
It was like the only person in the bracket who she like didn't want to fight.
she straight up didn't want to fight her. And then,
Yeah.
like,
She had a strategy and she implemented her strategy. She did it perfectly. And then the ref fucked.
She's also super nasty now because, like, she was always like her guard's always been amazing, but like she's armbar.
Yeah.
And I always was like, dude, if you get ridiculously good at triangles, you will be unreal. And now she's so nasty at triangles, so she can just like,
Giselle?
yeah. That's why she looks so much better now. Is like because she can
The
attack all
mount
these.
escape is my favorite though. It is so cool.
She was trying to I was on the fight with the boy where she had her arm out. I was like, Ezekiel choke the whole time. I'm like, Ezekiel. And somebody was like, are they allowed to do Ezekiel's? Like tap the ref. I'm like, are they allowed to do Ezekiel's? Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, Ezekiel. And then I asked her after, I'm like, you know how to do it, Ezekiel? She's like, yeah, I figured it. She's like, I know, like I learned during that fight. I was like, well, you didn't do it. So what are you talking about? So, but you know, like, I'm like, no.
I kind of get it.
Yeah, then she explained it and she like, it's not correct. I'm like,
Incorrect.
you know it. You didn't do it. You learned during the fight, but you just didn't do it. She had the Ezekiel fucking all day right there. But anyway, okay, I got it. Finally. Patrick, do Gabrielle's friends think she's weird for being into MMA? She's like, I mean, like, it's not like Gabrielle's like a fanatic like me. They think that
I've watched UFC since I was like 16.
it's because she's always dated violent men.
So I don't know.
Ooh,
I just like the thought of.
that was a nasty fucking choke right there. I just
respect it. I respect the art of MMA. Yeah, Bean. Oh my god, this kid.
what for what?
She wants Chipotle.
She's really pushing it, dude. Like I've said yes to everything she's asked because she did so good in the tournament, and now it's just like at a certain point, it's like Jesus, kid.
If she gets Chipotle, do you want Chipotle? I'm not gonna drive there.
No, I have plenty of shit here. All right, let's find the armor. Let's see. All right, here. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly what happened. No. Wait, what the fuck? God, fuck my life, dude. There we go. Bam. Yes, it worked. And so I need to make myself super small if I can. That's not helping. Whatever. All right, let's see how.
Can you zoom in?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I am so loud.
Did that make it bigger over there? No. Giselle's in black, obviously. She could have omoplata right there, or gone for omoplata, but then she just grabbed the arm and she's like, give me that. And then she could have gone belly down right there, and then boom, and that's it. Good night, tap. And then look at the ref. So Giselle lets go, and they just fucking keep fighting, dude. I haven't watched this yet. I imagine you're going to hear me swearing a lot now. I actually have not watched this with audio on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so so the chick just sits in mount the rest of the time. So she loses 6-2 when it seems pretty fucking definitive, dude.
Kylie's reaction.
I know. She's like,
that was Kylie's coaching. You hear that?
and then
Like around the head.
that's it. And she lets go. Yep, she tapped. Yep.
Hey, baby.
There you go, dude.
What's it called?
She's trying to.
Facelift.
Giselle, come here. Did she tap?
Yes. She went.
Yeah.
Yeah. She tapped. You did your job.
Why is the camera so weird? Why
It's
am I on this side?
it's not mirrored.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, baby. Thank you.
Oh no, yeah, she won't. She won't
Yeah.
mistake that. Make that
That's what we
like.
said to the reps. We're like, so next time you just want her to like break her arm, like.
Well, the ref's like, he's like, guys, I've never seen a kid break another kid's arm. I'm like, okay, obviously, have you ever seen a kid injure another kid's arm? Because that
It
just
just
happened in the last match. Like, you don't think she could have injured her arm right there if she hipped up? Like, give me a fucking break. Like, and the rule is the rule. If they get a fully extended, if they get a fully extended arm bar, they don't even let them try to escape, dude.
What are you doing, cutie?
The thing is, even if she didn't tap, it doesn't matter. Like in the kids division, if you get a fully extended armbar, it's over.
Yeah.
Like it just is. Dude, by the way, Giselle, you did really good when you were trying to separate the kid's hand. Like in the next one where the kid
You got your
was
foot in there?
gripping was holding his hands together and you were trying to get your foot in between. You know what you can do with that is I don't think I've ever showed you this. Is like, so if you can't break their grip, instead of trying to break the grip with that, you could take your other leg, your left leg. Like say you're on this side, you take your left leg that's across their face and you just go like this. Look,
Yeah.
look,
I am looking.
go boom, boom, boom. Like you just start bouncing your fucking leg on their face and they'll start bouncing their head off the ground and they'll forget and then you'll finish it. It's incredibly uncomfortable. The guy who showed it to me, he's like, I'm just going to do it so you can feel what it's like. And I'm going to do it at like 40%. And I was like, Jesus. It's like the meanest way to break that grip.
Someone asked if we could contest it, and we did, and the verdict was she could go out there and have a rematch.
Yeah.
That's-
I'm like,
how
there's
is
no
that
way.
fair?
I'm definitely not. No, she won. So like, why would I allow there to be an opportunity for there to be a different outcome? You airdrop me the other one too?
I did.
Why is that one not coming through? Because that match was so sick.
I don't know.
Try one more time. I mean, like,
You accepted it on your iPad.
oh yeah. Listen, like the thing that's so crazy, like these kids are such little savages, you know, and like, especially if it's like a kid that's beat your kid a lot, you're kind of like, fuck this kid. But then when they come out, you're just like, hey, good job. They're all, thank you. You know, and like
11.
they're still fucking 11 years old, you know. Marcano, thank you very much, dude. Join the membership. There's a show the rule. It's the rule, dude. Believe me. There's no like
They do it to protect kids.
Anyone who knows kids jiu-jitsu will verify it. That's the rule. No. In most situations, I would agree with that, but not this one.
What was that?
Said take the rematch, get that.
She
The
had,
outcome
like,
was too
10
good.
fights
Like
today.
you know, she's like never beat this girl. She was literally like nervous to fight her. She went out and performed like that. It's a win.
What the heck?
No. No. Did the car's GPS tracking company pick it up? That is not how we found it. No.
Oh. Oh yeah. We don't tell them.
She's out.
Sources and methods, kid. I'll wait for the story, but I'm guessing if they bumped in, I'm confused. I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. And who are you talking about? Who's built like a chicken? And how is a chicken built? Oh, you mean like a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Gabrielle, what is Tyrannosaurus Rex through evolution is now what again?
It's true. No. it's
Oh,
chicken.
shit. Sorry. I just accidentally. Damn it. Hang on.
What did you do?
I just banned this guy by accident. I didn't mean to do that.
Oops.
I meant to put you on timeout. I apologize. God damn it.
Sorry, buddy.
No, I'll fix it. Hang on. I don't just fucking ban people off the channel fucking forever for posting a 50 cent fucking thing too many times. That was an accident. I'll fix it right now. Hang on, bud. I'm more surgical with my bannings than just like, hey man, Durba, you know what I mean?
Just stop. Stop with the feet.
How do I fucking do this? Hey guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, why don't you go ahead and do that? And why don't you like this video? Help a dude out, you know? Hold on. I apologize for this boring second here. I just need to fix. If I don't remember to fix this right now, I won't. And I don't just fucking ban people. And it's important that I fix this. So, dude, I just did this. I literally just did this, and I don't remember how I did it. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Never mind. I figured it out. Community. Okay, there we go. I think it was this most recent guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, fuck. Now I can't tell who it is.
Go back to the chat. You can see it.
I can? Hang on. It was an
Right
accident.
there.
SJJS. You better not be a fucking prick after this SJJS. I'm going through a lot of shit
Going on
to.
a limb for you here.
I'm going through a lot to unban you when it was an accident, but I can't find you. Oh, there we go. You're off the naughty list, dude. Don't fuck around. I did all that for you. But now I need to mess around with the settings on this particular stream so that people can't be dicks, like when posting 1,000,000 times in a row. Sometimes I forget to do that. Like, it's like, you know, there we go. Customization. I'm like, how many times have you done this before, Jesse? 10,000. Okay. Oh. Boop. Bam. Updated settings. You want to chat in my place, you got to be a subscriber. Marcona, welcome to the membership crew. You are going to love it. Hey, Gabrielle, Charlie C said that you're lying, and I'm lying.
About what?
About the whole story about the car.
Oh,
and
yeah, I totally made it up.
fabricated to the gills.
You got us.
You got us, dude. I mean, I guess I could show the text messages to the police or...
No, he figured it out. He's
You're
on
right.
to us.
How do you know it's not him that stole the car? Fucking kill this
The
guy.
plot thickens.
Zach E, thank you very much. That is incredibly, incredibly generous. Thank you, dude. Kudos to her for getting the tap in perfect technique. Have her buy a toy from me. I have 2 girls and I love it. Wait, have her buy a toy from me. Oh, for you. I got it. Thank you, dude. I actually, dude, we decided last night we're going to do a we're going to do a toy drive. Like, cause like when we got to the restaurant, actually, let me tell you a fucking funny detail about this story from last night.
The restaurant?
Dude, we go to the restaurant. We sit down. We wait for fucking 20 minutes. No one comes, and we're like, what the hell is happening, dude? And like, it's like a happening place where you can kind of not notice. And you're like, do we even have a fucking waiter? Ooh, Amanda Rebus is fighting right now. Speaking of fucking badass chicks for jiu-jitsu. Anyway, bottom line, we had the worst service ever. And dude, are we snobs about fucking waiters and what? Like, not at all, dude. We are very fucking chill when it comes to waiters. I mean, we weren't dicks to them, but it was so bad that the conversation I was having at the time I found out that these valet fucking idiots got my car stolen was with my mom, brother, and dad. And I was asking them what they tip to waiters that are fucking like
the worst,
irredeemably awful, because I ended up tipping the guy 13.5% anyway. Like, I was like, I'm gonna fuck this guy on the tip. I said that to her. I'm like, I don't give a shit, man. I'm not tipping this guy big. And so me fucking him on his tip was still 13.5%. And so I was getting my mom like, so what do you guys do about this? And my mom is like the nicest, most generous person ever. She's like, if it's really bad, I'll do like 10%. And I'm like, so it was
that bad.
I'm just a sucker. And then in that moment, they're all, oh, geez, we lost your fucking car, dude.
It's the universe. Like, never tip less than 50%.
No, I'm saying it's like there was we were on the wavelength of fucking retarded service people or criminals. Maybe. I mean, I do know, but 50 gifts. Welcome to the membership, dude. Thank you, Bo Diggs. She is the foxiest.
I like that term.
Wait, hang on. Marcano. Where's Marcano? Whoa.
What?
Gifted 50 Just Empire memberships? How do you? I don't even know. I didn't even know you could do that.
What happened?
I think it says gifted 50 Just Empire memberships. Bro, if this is what it looks like, you're a fucking stud, dude.
So cool.
A skeleton key for anything that you ever want on the channel. You are a fucking stud, dude. I don't understand how that works, but I didn't even know that you could do that. So like you just Marcano, do you know how? Oh wait, hang on. Lead by example. Loving that you went and got your car back. First team, live the legend. Thank you, dude. Dude, so like, how do the gift memberships work? Like, do you assign them to people, or like, can people just come in and like, you know what I mean? Like, how does that work? You're the man, dude. You are the best. What kind of car? 2022 Ford Explorer. Or 2023. I actually don't.
I said I thought it was a 2022. I genuinely don't remember either.
Well, because I bought it on the 30th of December 2021. Or I think actually I bought it 30th of December 2022. No. Because I did not write it off of the taxes I did this year. It was the year. Yeah, so it's 30th of December 2021. So
it's a 22 because they come out early.
Yeah, I know, but like how early? Like it couldn't have been at 23 if I bought it December of 20. 22. Yeah, okay, so 2022.
Oh, I can probably look on our insurance.
I'm sure it's a 22 then. Like, right? It has to be. Thank you, Amberly Rose. No, I got the registration. They just took firearms and jewelry and Gabrielle's bag.
Whatever else we had in there.
As someone who lives in Walnut Creek, you're curious in the Walnut Knolls. So like where San Miguel is. So if you go to Broadway Plaza and then you go up the hill, the Newell Hill, like right behind Broadway Plaza, and go straight down San Miguel, you'll see a sign that says the Walnut Knolls in there, dude. Go drive in there and just imagine someone fucking smoking a deer with a 12 gauge on a Sunday.
So ridiculous.
It's the most insane shit ever, dude.
Did you tell the part about our neighbor being a cop and how he answered?
No, I mean, I've told the story on the channel a million times, but I figure like, I always feel like I'm like, if I've said it on the channel before, everybody's seen it, but I'm sure there's plenty who haven't. But like oh shit.
Go girl. Damn.
Rebus is a savage. I've been talking
Where's your clock?
I've been talking a lot about Dana this week. I saw Amanda Rebus look at Dana in a way at Fight Island where I was like, I would be pretty confident that he has put his dick in her, but you know, maybe not.
Maybe not.
You know how a girl looks at a guy where she's like, I have a little bit more control of you than most girls. Wait, hang on. Why is this not working? Oh, wait, there we go.
Put the batteries in correctly.
There we go.
All right, I'm gonna go watch our kids.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am.
Why?
Because someone has to.
Whatever,
Okay.
dude. Boom. What? Oh, fuck you. Ugh. I'm trying to learn how to use this fucking thing and it's not working.
It's a 2022. I just found it. Do you need help working your technology?
No, I know. I just have to start over because there's like one step that I missed. It's not that simple. You couldn't do it without the instructions. I fucking guarantee it.
Doubtful.
Trust me, dude. It's really complicated. It's not. I'm not. He is a question mark about whether he was involved. He's not the guy I'm talking about. Come on. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong thing. Wait. Am I? What the fuck? Oh, okay, here we go. Fucking round's gonna be over before I can figure out how to fucking work this thing, dude. Oops. Boop. Oh my god, I can't. All right, hang on. This is gonna kind of okay. I jerry rigged it, and this is how a retard would do this. I'm a retard, but it's gonna be synced in a second. We're in round one, and bam, there we go. Rebus is like a spaz on the feet, kind of, you know. Her jiu-jitsu is super fucking nasty, though. Like in that Macy Barber fight, I was watching that just thinking, like, in a pure jiu-jitsu match, I think Rebus fucks her up because she's clearly really good at attacking the knees. I'm sorry, attacking the legs, and that's just so dangerous in fucking MMA because, like, you attack the legs and they can just punch you in the face, you know. Rebus is tough as fuck, though, dude. Look how messed up her face is, and she's just like, oh god, she's getting worked on that left side, dude. Pinheiro has a good right hand, apparently. Alex Pickus, dude. You know better. You know better. Rewind. I started with it. It's the very first thing we talked about. Just got $500 from a birthday gift from the wife. Not bad. That is not bad, dude. What are you going to do? Buy a gun? I think Iz will come back. I do too, dude. I just can't, like, Oh, one of my tactical friends. Oh my God. That was sweet, dude. It like counts it down and shit. Randy, what's up, dude? All right, I'm gonna try to nail this one this time, right when it starts. No. They got the gun. Actually, I'll call you later. I'll tell you the whole thing after I'm off this live stream. What do you call a packy looking in a trash can? Rummaging. Dude, I don't understand that joke. I don't. And I say that like I'm like embarrassed. But I don't understand it. All right, I'm going to probably wrap this up here in a second. I appreciate you guys very much. If everybody could go like the video, that'd be cool. Oh, wait, here we go. I think I did it. I think I nailed it. Let's see. I did. I fucking nailed it. Let's go. Woo! That's where we're at, dude. Oh, hang on. My buddy Randy is asking about the shadow systems, the one that I brought, and I happen to have it sitting right next to me. And it's fucking awesome. Anytime, like any of like the gun people that I know who know guns really well, they're like, damn, that shadow system is sick. And they think like I like know shit because I have one. Literally, all that happened was I fucking went to go buy a Glock 19, and the dude was like, bro, you should you should just spend an extra $350 and get the shadow systems, dude. This shit is so sick. And I was like, all right. like that's it. And then anytime anybody talks about that, oh my God, the shadow systems is so sick. This is the shadow systems MR920, which is just a Glock 19. This is what was in it when I went to go get my car. Like a fucking ghetto kid. And this was the backup. We definitely were not going to run out of ammunition. Do I have a Peloton bike? Fuck no, dude. Absolutely not, Patrick Brennan. Thank you for the super chat. The MMA and Chill shirt comes from MMA Uncensored store on Instagram. I assume that this is MMA Uncensored's burner account because that is just smart business. Let me just make sure that that's correct, though. Because that shirt is fucking fire. I love that thing. That's where I got my free Kane shirt and MMA, I think it's uncensored. Let me double check. Yep. Yeah. MMA Uncensored on Instagram. Their merch store is fucking fire, dude. Let me see. Let's see if they have any new merch. I'll share it with you guys because I really like this dude who runs this fucking site. Let's see. MMA tees and hoodies. Amanda Rebus is like pretty fucking like durable for a girl, you know, like she gets hit hard and is just kind of like unfazed. Like, look at her fucking forehead, dude. She looks like one of those Satanists that like gets like the horns intentionally put into their forehead. That shit's crazy. You see a person that has that, get the fuck out of there, dude. Dude, Rebus just loves to fight too. You can just see it. Like, she just loves it. Oh, God. Is her left eye okay? How does she keep getting hit with that same fucking shot, dude? It's like either she's not seeing it well, or her pain tolerance is so high that it's bad for her. You know, like if she, some people like are like so pain tolerant that it makes them not afraid of getting hit or something. You know, like she looks very unaffected by blunt impact, which is, I mean, she's getting hit hard and it just doesn't even fucking affect her. Hey, what do you think it was like when Dana was smashing? She's getting hit real hard. Oh! Just kidding. I don't know if Dana smashed. I was just saying things. Oh! Oh! Nice spinning back kick to the body. That's mean. That shit hurts, dude. Great takedown defense. Excellent work. Good job, Rebus. Dude, she might have fucking won this round. It might be 1-1, dude. Might be 1-1. Might be 1-1, dude. Glocks are too light. My 17 has upgraded parts, so yeah. I mean, dude, the first. All right, I'm gonna hop off here in a second and go chill with my family, watch the rest of these. But like the first firearm I ever bought, like 17 years ago, was a baby Desert Eagle 9mm, and it's like a full size 9. And it's so heavy, and it, like, when you shoot it, it almost seems unfair, you know, like it's so easy to shoot because it's so heavy and the recoil's so controllable. But it's big, you know, it's big as fuck. 17 is fucking huge too. But 19 is like, you know, like the shadow. That's the one, like the only thing is, I know lots of people are like, oh, you know, like, they're like, this is my, you know, my everyday carry is a fucking 19. And it's like, just in summertime, it's just a little too big for me to everyday carry it. During the winter, you can, you know, and this thing carries a lot of fucking rounds, dude. Just like the flush, the flush mag is like, I'm pretty sure it's 50. Let me see, actually. I think it's 15. Yeah, the flush fitting one is 19. I'm sorry, 15. But it's just a little bit big for every day during the summer. And I just like carrying the 43. It's just small, but you only get 9 rounds. And I had to upgrade the mag to get it to 9. Although the 43X, I think, holds 10 now. Actually, I know it does, but no, in California, you can have 10, dude. Do a desk pop? What's that? You don't need to carry it. That's why you a fighter? I mean, I'm not going to be able to shoot someone with a fucking guillotine. There's a mag for the 43X that carries like 15 rounds. Yeah, but does it sit flush? Or is it like down out of the bottom? Because that defeats the whole purpose. You know what I mean? It's like, oops. I mean, if you're going to have something that like is that big, you may as well just carry a full-size fucking, you know what I mean? Ooh, nice. Wow, nice scramble, dude. Oh shit, I forgot to do this, but whatever. Glock 23 is that the if I remember correctly, that's the small 40 cal, right? Like, well, is yeah, that's right. Yeah, the 40 cal. The 40 cal that I had is in the hands of some meth heads that stole my fucking car. For now. I'll get it back. Dude, I was so proud of her, dude. And then afterwards, she won both the next 2 fights. Like, she fought so fucking good. And then in Nogi, she got hurt. She got her shoulder torqued, and she's like, dude, she's like, I'm hurt. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, dude, you don't have to fight. She's like, no, I want to fight. I'm like, you don't have to fight. You're hurt. Like, and she's like, no, I want to fight. And then she just went out and fought like a boss, dude. Like, she's a fucking gangster, dude. Desk pop. Wait, hang on. Okay, like desk pop. I have to understand what that is. Oh, accidentally firing your weapon in a video game? Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. Dude, this is a great fucking fight, man. Oh, yeah, Rivas definitely won the second round. She just won't go away. Now that big overhand right that was looking real good in the first and second is looking a little labored. She's tired. She's breaking. Oh! 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 Get her out of there. Let's fucking go. That is a fucking performance right there, dude. Wow, that was fucking awesome, dude. That was awesome. She was getting her fucking ass kicked in the first round. That was awesome. What a savage that girl is, dude. Damn. She broke her, dude. Straight up. She broke that girl. She just could not. She just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. Whap. Ooh. Oh, man, that she caught her so flush with that right on the way in, dude. That was fantastic, dude. She's all, thank you so much. I want to thank Dana White. I'll be at the Four Seasons in room 1122. I know my face won't look that good, but I'll just put my face in a pillow for you, Big Daddy. Anywho, so my favorite fighter. I definitely got robbed. Got my car stolen, got my guns stolen out of the car, and then I had to strap up and go get my fucking truck back because the police would not respond to it. And so Gabrielle and I fucking loaded up lots and lots of guns and went Bonnie and Clyde and got my fucking car back that I traced down or tracked down. But if you want to hear the whole story, just rewind. Yeah, dude, fuck thieves is right, man. You know, like the thing I was talking to somebody else about this morning. It's like, dude, you don't realize how like you guys are. I have some really fucking crazy friends, man. Where they're like, you know, I know what I would have done, and I'm like, that is what a criminal would have done. I like it, but and I was saying like the reason why I didn't. You know, like, I don't take this personally. You know, like they stole a car from a valet. You know what I mean? Someone comes in your fucking house, that person, I mean, listen, dude, if I came up on someone who was in my car and I felt like they were threatening me, I'd put a fucking hot one in their noodle also. But I just mean like, I don't feel like I owe anyone like vengeance. You know what I mean? Like they just stole a car from a valet, you know? It's like, it's not like they targeted me. It's not like they put a gun in my face. You know, they took my gun, but yeah. And I will just reiterate again. I will just reiterate again that if I was not in Texas, the police not responding, it would have been illegal for me to put a firearm on my person, carry a firearm, and go get my own shit back. That would be illegal. So the cops would not help you do it. and you wouldn't be able to carry a firearm when you went and did it yourself. This is correct. Correct. But man, it would be, I mean, the car's in the garage now. So the only way he would be able to get to it is if he came in my house, and fuck me, that would be a bad call for him. I will fucking, now, if you're in my house, you're talking 12 gauge. I will fucking take your head and make it not exist anymore. Plus, we have cameras. Our alarm, dude, no one's getting in our fucking house. If they get in the house, the alarm goes off instantly. I'll have video. I don't even need to go look around to where you are, because I'll just look at our cameras. I'll know exactly where you are. They'll die. Simple as that. But we are going to get the car rekeyed, obviously, because there is someone who fucking knows where I live and has my car key. But yeah, they should definitely come try to get it. Marcano, you are a fucking badass. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you. And thank you again for all of the, all the gifted memberships. You're the fucking man, dude. No, I'm saying like in California, like you can't carry a gun on you, dude. You can't even have a fucking loaded firearm in the car with you in California. You know what I mean? You can't even have a fucking loaded firearm in your car in California going into a situation where I mean, in that case, it would have been illegal for me to have a loaded firearm in my car in the first place for them to steal, but nonetheless, think about that. How the fuck can they tell you that you can't bring a gun to go to that situation where someone's stolen your $56,000 vehicle? You know what I mean? It's like, I can't bring a gun to go handle that. It's just so stupid, dude. They just canceled the dude CCW. So check this out. In California, when I filed for my CCW, they said no, right? I was in a May issue county. They said no. I appealed it. They said no again. I was talking to, the officer, and I'm like, can you give me an example of the last, like when do you issue licenses if I don't get one? I'm like, I don't know. Like, why did I not get one? And they're like, well, the last one that we gave, the guy had been the victim of a firearm assault, and the perpetrator had done his time and was moving back into his neighborhood, and they still had a conflict. I'm like, did you honestly just tell me that the way for me to get a concealed carry permit is to get shot and then survive and then have the guy who shot me move into my fucking backyard? He's like, well, you asked for an example. I'm like, I've been telling that happened. That was in 2014. I've been telling that story for 9 fucking years because it's that ridiculous. Anyway, but I am gonna rock and roll. Love you guys. Peace in the Middle East. They also got a couple of my Bowie knives that were in there. They actually weren't that cool. It was like one big long one, and then, or like one big one, and then like an identical clone that was a little bit smaller, and it's like a 2 knife sheath thing. It was under my seat, and they got that shit. They got my AR. They got my other AR. They got my fucking. We have to go figure out what was in Gabrielle's bag too. But anywho, love you guys. Oh, I'm going to continue to watch the fucking fights. I'm just going off the live. Obviously I'm going to watch the fucking fights. I love Paul Craig, dude. Dude, I got that one time too. Like back in the day, like I can't remember what card it was, but I was like, all right, guys, I'm signing off. And then I got like 1 million people. They're like, oh my God, Jesse didn't even watch the main event. I'm like, what? Like, I think it was Volkanovski against Islam, the first Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev fight. They're like, bro, he's not even a real MMA fan. He didn't even watch the main event. I'm like, what makes you think I didn't watch the main event? They're like, you signed off after the co-main event. You understand how this works, right? Like, I'm looking at this camera and I'm watching the fights right here. I turn this camera off. It has nothing to do with what I'm doing. Like, People are so fucking dumb sometimes, dude. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I mean, I can. It's so funny. Like these guys, like I know exactly what kind of person this is. You know, it's like fucking hilarious. Like I know exactly what kind of person this is. Fat, you know, fat or small, either fat or small, or like skinny fat. You know, skinny fat. Hate on people that think confidence equals like, look at that egomaniac. It's like, no, no, that's just like how confident people interact with each other. If you actually listen to what they're saying, they're being nice to each other. Like those guys that you think you hate, they're being nice to each other. You are the fat, skinny fucking idiot that's just quiet in real life. And then you get online and you're all, oh my God, I knew this fucking shit was going to be blah, blah, blah. It's like, hey, you have the self-awareness of a fucking field mouse or a goldfish. Okay. You're the angry one. We're happy. Someone stole my car. My wife and I went and got it. I used a gun to feel protected. It was scary. I did use resources to locate the car. Oh my God, what an egomaniac. You're like, oh, so tell me your story. Someone stole my car and then they broke into my house and they fucked my wife in front of me and I was strangely turned on by it, but I felt so demasculated. So I jerked off for a week straight while my wife told me I was a pussy. And now anytime I hear anyone tell a story about being a man, I say, listen to this Napoleon piece of shit. You should just let people fuck your wife. It makes you feel better about yourself. Just go ahead and do it. Just give up on life, give up on yourself, and then just slit your wrists and sit in the bathtub and die. Fuck you. I'm out. Bye.